equation and we're doing the graph. We're graphing it. Andrew, you're not doing anything, which means you now have 2 extra problems to do for homework. Okay, so x plus 5 means that it's crossing the y-axis at 5. Okay, and my slope is 1. So down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1, down 1 over 1. Okay, this is my line, my original line that they just gave me. And I'm going to go over it in blue. Well, maybe I'm not. Okay, that blue line is the one that they just gave us.
Oh, no.
All right, I don't know why it's not working so well. Okay, so now I'm going to do a perpendicular line. And I'm going to choose orange for my perpendicular. And I'm going to write that I'm doing the perpendicular line. And I'm going to go ahead and write what the equation is supposed to be. What's my slope supposed to be, Jared, of this perpendicular line? I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Not 0. What's the slope of my blue line? 1. So what's the opposite reciprocal of 1? -1. So this should be a negative x plus, and we don't know what the b is, right? So we have to solve for that b. We know our slope is that -1. So I'm going to go ahead and take my point because my perpendicular line has to use this point. So I'm going to plug it in. My y is a -3. My slope is that -1. My x is a +3 plus the b. And I'm going to solve. -3 is equal to -1 times 3, which is -3 plus b. I'm going to add 3 to both sides, and I get 0 equals b. So my equation of my perpendicular line is really y equals -x plus what? 0. Do I have to write it? No. So it should really be y equals -x. That's the equation of my perpendicular line. So I'm going to draw it. It's passing through at 0, 0. When x is 0, y is 0. And I'm rising 1 over 1. My slope is -1, so it has to be in a negative direction. Up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1, up 1 over 1. Somewhere right around there. And there's my perpendicular line. What's the last thing I have to do for homework? A parallel line. So I'm going to use green, and I'm going to say I'm writing a parallel line to this thing, okay, to my original equation. So my line should be y equals, what's my slope going to be if it's parallel? 1 x plus any number you want. Let's everybody use 15. Okay? For all your b's for your parallel line, use 15. Okay, then we'll all have the exact same equations. Okay, so we're good? All right.